Hello, fellow scrapbookers. It's Laura here, and I found a really cute idea, and I've been playing around for the past hour or so, trying to get the technique down pat. And it's using the border maker system that I love. And I have a lot of cartridges for it, and if you have a lot of cartridges for it, you might want to learn some different ways to use it. So this is one way. Now, this one here, I did using the mirrored triangles, and you would get that look if you used it the way it was intended. But when you do it, you get like another mirrored look and a whole different design. And to me, it looks like a trellis for flowers. This one was done using the chevron arrows. Now, you wouldn't think that there were arrows in there. It's just a pretty design, and you can weave other paper through it, and it'll look really pretty. This one here was done using the grass. And that, to me, looks like almost like a jungle type theme, or any other kind of, you can use your imagination and how you do something. But the grass one worked well in there. And this was done using mirrored scallops. And you can see I didn't put it in the border maker holder straight. So I came out with a skewed look. And even that isn't a bad look. So you can make anything work on your page. But I'm going to show you how to do that. Not everything worked well. I had a few of them that jammed in there. So you might want to take a look at yours and try different things. I was just playing. If it jammed, I just took my multi-purpose tool and worked the paper out. And I didn't want to spend too much time on it because I knew I could get it to work eventually. But the circles, if you can get that to work, it looks really, really good, because I have a small piece that worked. I'll show you. It looks really good, but the rest of it kind of jammed. So if you can get the circles to work, I could have played with it a little longer, but like I said, I didn't have a lot of time, and I wanted to get this video made, and I want to show you how to do it with the ones that worked for me, worked well for me. So you can use any kind of paper, but what you want to do, the first thing you want to do, I'm going to do it from this side because I know that's a straight edge. And I want to score it. I have my scoring blade in here. So I'm going to score it at 1.5 inches. You can do it at 1 inch, but 1.5 inches is better, works out better. And honestly, I don't remember where I got this idea from. I wish I did. I'd give the person credit, but it's a really good idea. I've just, like I said, you can see a lot of scraps on my table here. I've been playing with it and trying to get them all to work. And, the ones I got to work were pretty good. I like the mirrored scallops, so I'm going to try that again. Oh, what I did here, you need to you're not going to line your paper up to the end of this. You need to line it up more inside. So what I did was I cut a 1/4 inch strip, and I put the 1/4 inch strip in. And I tried some on that lined up on the strip. I tried some lined up on this part, which is, just part of the plastic that shows through. And it's a straight line. What you really want it to be lined up straight. So wherever you do it, you want it to be the same all the way down. And so that's why, you can mark it with a Sharpie if you want. I just put a piece of paper in to guide me. And I think that looks okay. It might come out crooked again. I don't know. So I am going to use the mirrored scallops again. And I love this one. It's pretty on its own, but it's pretty when it's doubled as well. So you fold it and you just... So what I've learned is to avoid it from jamming, because I'm punching through double, so I let it pop up. And there. Tap it a little, and if there's any paper that's left in there, let it pop up. I'm going to tap it a little. And look at it. Looks like this one is jamming. Pull it out. Put it back in. Check it. There's no paper in it. Again, I'm just pulling it out. Maybe that's what I need to do. Pop it up. That worked. Pop it up. Bring it out. Anything for a design, right? And that. And now this comes right off. And look at, came out really good. This is where it was jamming over here. A little tape runner. But this one came out really good. And I really like the look. You can back it. Giving it a little margin there. And it looks really, really pretty on a page. It could be spring. It could be Christmas. It could be almost anything, really. So that's a way to do it. Now, alone, if you just did a border, it would be like this. So let's try that with just the border. That's the mirrored scallops. It's a really nice cartridge. So I'm going to put this all the way to the end, like that, and we'll just cut the way it's meant to be cut, all the way to the end. And it's pretty on its own. And I'm going to show you the difference. So, I mean, I've loved this from the beginning anyways. So it's really pretty on its own. And it's, what is it, a ½ inch? No, it's an inch. So these cut like about a 1 inch border. So you'd cut a 1½ inch strip. But if you did it the way I just did it, doubled, you're getting more. You're getting, let's see how much that's 1.5 inches. So we've got 1.5 inches. This isn't the one I just cut, because that was the one that was crooked. Let me. This is about 1.25 inches. And so you're going to get twice that. So that's another, and then if it's 1.25 inches, you might want to cut either 1.5 inches or a 2-inch piece of cardstock to back it. And with this one, I do 1.5 inches cardstock and back that. So that's the mirrored scallops. I believe it's still available. And mirrored triangles, unfortunately, it went on last chance, and they're not available. Your advisor might still have one. I might still have one in my stash. But if I love how that one came out. That was really one of my favorites. Like I said, to me it looks like a trellis. And then the I do like the chevron arrows, and maybe pink was the wrong color to choose for this, but like I said, I was just playing. I was using scraps of paper that I had and just playing, and this is what I took out. But yeah, this side is pretty too. So I hope you'll try that, and just to review what I did, I cut a 1/4-inch strip here, and that's what I was lining the edge of the paper up to. Let me try it, lining it up with at that other point. What happens there, let's see, I'm going to score it again at 1.5 inches. Make sure my paper's straight. I'm going to try, I'll try the same one, the mirrored scallops, and I'm going to line it up to the line that's right in there on the plastic pot, and it's already there. So it's going to work really anywhere. It's not going to work on the edge, but it's going to work just about anywhere. But let's see what kind of a design you get there. Okay. Tell me I'm going to have a hard time now. Don't tell me. It's going to be narrower, actually. I can see that right away. So you can see all the scraps. I mean, you should see from fooling around with all the different ones. I made a lot of scraps. So this one's pretty too. It's the mirrored scallops. I tore it at the end. And this is mirrored scallops on its own. So it's even narrower than that. But if we look at this one, I mean, it's almost the mirrored scallops, really, if you look at it. But this one you get that little design in the middle. I think I'm picking up the wrong one again. This is the one that's more consistent. You get that design in the middle. With this one, you don't. So definitely at the 1/4-inch mark on that is where you should line them up. And it's important to make sure when you put your folded edge in there, it's important to make sure it's straight across. And that way there you'll get, like this one wasn't even straight across. That one isn't the one that was straight. Neither one of them. I didn't put either one of them in straight. But if it is straight across, you're going to get a more consistent cut. Like, for instance, the mirrored triangles, I think it's probably the one that came out the best. And you can see it made all little diamonds in the middle. Came out so good. I really like that. So, yeah, that was in straight, I can tell. So, it takes a little bit of practice. It's worth the practice. Just play with your Border Maker system and see what different designs you can come up with using the different cartridges. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.